So what's likely to happen in this election and what will happen afterwards? Dr. William Mpofu is at the Wits Centre for Diversity Studies and Good Governance Africa. He's an expert and an analyst on African politics. Dr. Mpofu, good afternoon to you. You've suggested in an opinion piece that, in fact, in Zimbabwe, all of the ingredients and conditions for a coup are in place, despite what looks on the surface to be a very peaceful election. Why do you say that?
All right. Good evening, and thank you for this opportunity. The elections in Zimbabwe have a history. The participants in the elections in Zimbabwe also have a history. And this history is known, it is in the public domain. Right from 1980, where Zimbabwe was born out of Rhodesia. The elections have been happening in Zimbabwe as war. Political scientists have said it that these Zanda guerrillas and their leaders came from the bush in Mozambique with a one-party state psychology. They did not dream that there would be political opposition, multi-party democracy. They were looking for a de facto one-party state under the life presidency of one Robert Mugabe. It is for that reason that they committed the Kukurahundi genocide to eliminate ZAPU as an opposition. And it is for that reason that they will clobber Zimbabweans, they will beat up people, ban journalists, and do all this that is happening. But this particular election is happening in a special moment, a few years after a coup. There are political analysts like one Sipho Malunga, who has made the very important observation that elections that take place after a coup become coup-ish, in that the coup makers want to consolidate the coup, want to legitimize the coup, and want to erase the history of the coup. So combined together, this history of the elections in Zimbabwe, the history of the incumbents, and this history of the coup creates the exact climate for a coup. Especially given that there are many that are angry in Zimbabwe, in the ruling party itself, that are excluded from the theft of gold, that are excluded from the pillage of national coffers, that are excluded from power, and that have been eliminated from the political landscape. That adds to the ingredients of the coup, where you have the military hungry, the police hungry, and some insiders in the ruling cabal hungry and excluded. What you have is a stage that is set for another coup. That is the basis for my projection.
Dr. William Mpofu, thank you. A researcher at the Wits Centre for Diversity Studies and an expert on politics in Africa.